Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So I want to talk about FTX crypto and the buying of YouTubers. This is a really complicated issue and probably one you won't hear a lot about on other channels, but I do think it's an important one. They're essentially just buying people now, and they have a lot of money to do it. I mean, really a lot of money. And Brian Jung is one of the people that was bought by FTX as well. I will tell you that I do get offers quite a bit from all sorts of sources, and if I don't agree with a particular company, platform, or product, I simply say no, because the money is not worth it. And also too, I feel uncomfortable, not only is the money not worth it, I just feel uncomfortable pitching any kind of product or service if I myself don't like it or use it or think it's fraudulent. So
it turns out essentially the last couple of years, people have lost $1 billion in these crypto scams. And 46,000 people have lost money as the data shows.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So I'm just sitting here watching Bitcoin crash. So this is going to be the Bitcoin crash video, and it's kind of mesmerizing to sit here and watch the price of Bitcoin. Here, this is at 7:02 a.m. And they're basically like, "Hey, we've been following your work, and we want you to promote our thing." But the thing that really stood out to me is when they say at the last sentence, "Currently, we're trying to influence people to pre-register with us, and we'd like to collaborate with you to pursue it." This is the last sentence. If we find our initiative and offer interesting, we would like to know your collaboration rates and your answer to our offer for further communication. So this is for money. And I really emphasize with you that be very careful out there, because there are YouTubers that are being paid to pump altcoins or penny stocks or things of this nature. And it was interesting too, because many YouTubers promote BlockFi and Voyager. I'm keeping it real, they do. And they also many YouTubers are bought and paid for by FTX now. And it's been really noticeable recently. So I think FTX has either upped their marketing budget or become really more aggressive in their efforts to buy people. Maybe because the market is really taking a downturn, and these people aren't very good at stocks, and they're losing all their money. Maybe now they're doing more and more paid sponsorships or something. Just an opinion, I have no idea, but I've noticed it too. This Jeremy guy, I don't like this person. I'm just keeping it real. He's doing paid sponsorship for FTX actually. Same as the Meet Kevin guy. He's also doing a paid sponsorship for FTX, and it's a big problem. The way that I see this, and I'm just keeping it real with you guys. I am fine doing YouTube and not having to do these kind of things, because I'm not greedy. I understand if people have money and they want yet more money, go for it. But I just want to say I'm not greedy, and I'm not doing these kind of paid things. And I just want to let you know that this is a real thing, and this is all paid for by this guy.
Right before this one, FTX, that company, the one owned by Sam Bankman-Fried, they're buying up tons of influence in DC, and they're buying up lots of people on YouTube. So if you see all these people recommending it all of a sudden, it's not that it's good, it's just that FTX has a bunch of money to buy people. I think this is important because there was a situation with Celsius when they froze the money. I remember I was reading an article and I shared it with you guys. There was someone who was like, "Hey, I thought Celsius was safe because everyone on YouTube was talking about it, and therefore I thought it was safe." And I just want you to be aware of these kind of things, that when you hear about something, if someone's paid to tell you that something's good, don't necessarily take their opinion as being true. There's a very big difference between someone being paid and someone is saying, "You know what, I like it, maybe you might like it too." And this is any number of things in life. So I try to keep it real with you guys and try to tell you my opinion.
We'll just pull up the definition here. Pump and dump is a manipulative scheme that attempts to boost the price of a stock or security through fake recommendations. Fake recommendations. These recommendations are based on false, misleading, or greatly exaggerated statements. The perpetrators of the pump and dump scheme have already established a position in the company's stock and will sell the position after the hype has led to a higher share price. So I have no comment. I don't know if Jeremy had a whole bunch of those things at 25 cents, and actually sold the top, and then just showing you a different position, because people can have more than one position. You guys understand this? I don't know. I'm going to take him at his word and just say this is his main position, because I don't know. But what I do know, this is very real, that there could be certainly people out there that have this thing at 25 cents and then start paying YouTube creators to promote said companies. Because one thing that I thought was really fishy with the Voyager thing, now he says they didn't do it, but who knows, right? But what's fishy, it's not just Voyager, multiple companies where suddenly like you wake up one day and like 10 of your quote favorite YouTubers are all talking about the same thing. And you think, oh my God, everyone's talking about it. It's the same reason why I made the video about FTX buying up politicians and buying up YouTubers. And this is not like some random conspiracy theory. You can see the advertisements for yourself and you can follow the money. I mean, it's not hard to see. I want to share this with you. He was pumping Omni and he's like, hey, I put 150K in Omni. And it's interesting because when you start going into these altcoin stuff, right? You got a Bitcoin and Ethereum is one thing, and which I think are risky in itself. But then when you start going to altcoins and stuff like that, and even NFTs, which is this is back last year talking about Spider-Man NFTs. He's done NFTs, Pokemon, etc. It's risky. And the other thing too, which I think is important as well, this really signifies a bubble. And to also be perfectly frank, he has a ton of subscribers, gets a ton of views. People like to watch this stuff because I think we all have these fantasies of getting in early on something that's quote great technology. But this is just bubble. Warren Buffett hates this stuff. I myself have just never really like, what the heck are the kids into? Actually, it's funny. My wife, she's Korean. She always makes a joke, and it's actually not a joke. It's just a joke they have in Korea, I guess you should say. But it's not a joke. Is that if you've ever been to Seoul, there are multiple bridges in Seoul. And the saying or slash joke goes is that each bridge has a different crypto where people kill themselves from buying said crypto. So I don't know if we have a joke like that in New York City, like, oh, that's the Dogecoin building where people jump off the building. So, you get the joke. We've been talking about FTX and Sam Bankman-Fried for a while on this channel, and if you've been following along, he's been buying up influencers, right? So he's been buying up like Meet Kevin guy. He's bought up the Jeremy Finance guy, Stephen Graham, like really, really big finance YouTubers, okay? Not only that, the Sam Bankman-Fried, remember he's the founder over at FTX. If you're only working for money and not doing things that help people and things like that, there's a price to pay. All of these people that actually, you know what? I'll play the clip for you.
Now, before we jump into this clip, I have to mention today's sponsor.
Investor, these drops could be viewed as a potential opportunity, and that's where a sponsor, FTX US, comes in.
Move on, a quick message from FTX US who sponsored this video. As always, if you want to sign up for FTX US and trade stocks and crypto with the best fees in the business,
they make it extremely easy to dollar cost average into the markets over time. For example, if you want to buy Bitcoin, you're there with one click, decide how much you want to invest and how often you want to invest.
You probably know them. It's FTX US, which is one of the largest US regulated crypto exchanges, and this company's been on a sponsorship spree.
They're one of the largest US regulated cryptocurrency exchanges in the world, with millions of users who trust them to buy, sell, track, and trade both cryptocurrencies and NFTs all in one place, with fees that are up to 85% lower than the top competitors.
On the US regulated crypto exchange, which literally is the best in the business.
You've seen their name all over the place from the Miami Heat arena. They sponsored Steph Curry, Trevor Lawrence, Tom Brady, Kevin O'Leary, all these different bigwigs because they want to get their name out of their product and platform.
And then with one swipe, you're set to automatically invest on a regular basis without any more work on your end.
Most people are familiar with FTX as a large cryptocurrency exchange, and it is true. If you're into cryptocurrency and you like trading this, you can go in and trade cryptocurrencies on FTX with minimal fees. So their fees are far less than most of their competitors. They're also very well backed, so they're a lot more stable. They were just valued at $32 billion. So it's a pretty big, stable company.
They're also founded by Sam Bankman-Fried, one of the wealthiest people in the world under the age of 30.
So actually, I could have pulled more clips from more of the sleazy YouTubers who are part of this whole FTX, Sam Bankman-Fried thing. It just takes a lot of work to go through all of them. But just Kevin O'Leary guy is on the take as well. It's pretty ludicrous. I don't like this O'Leary guy. He was sued over some sort of fraud. He got off the hook, but his associates are still on the hook. So I don't know the details of this stuff, but I don't like this guy. I don't trust this guy. He's an entertainer. Don't listen to anything this guy says. What was disappointing too is this minority mindset guy. So I actually like this guy, Jasper. I'm just telling you, I like this guy. But it's very, very unfortunate. He's also on the take from FTX, showing that FTX is really buying everyone. Let me play this for you.
In what you're investing in. If you're looking for a good brokerage, make sure you do your research, because some brokerages probably will go bust, because as interest rates go up, it's going to be harder for them to find money, and if they haven't been profitable, well, then they can go bust. And if you have crypto in any of these brokerages, well, then you would lose all the crypto. So this is where you want to make sure you do your own research. If you're looking for a good one, you can check out our sponsor, FTX US. FTX US is great because one, they let you dollar cost average very easily, because if you wanted to buy Bitcoin or Ethereum, you just enter that and then you can pick your frequency. You want to buy it once a month, you want to buy it just once, you want to buy it once a week, you want to buy it every day. I buy crypto.
So what's ludicrous about this thing is like Jasper's even saying, hey, many of these companies are going to fail, but this company is paying me to tell you they're not going to fail. Just think about how ridiculous that is, right? The reality is that FTX canceled the deal, right? You guys understand this. I really hope, I got to make it as simple and clear as possible. FTX canceled the deals on everyone, and Jeremy tried to pretend he's taking the moral high ground and caring about his audience. And I'm going to cancel first because I care about you, and it's all a sham. And if you don't believe me, you can see Tom Nash laughing about, and I mean laughing about, taking money from these people and pushing garbage on you guys.
I have to decide if I want to do more, but know that if I'm doing more, it's just a cash grab. Because I got 10 days to make these videos. But hey, I'm going to be transparent about it. Hey, it's a lot of money. It's like, a couple $1,000 a video. And for 30 seconds, read, whatever.
I love the game of money in climbing that wealth pyramid and things like that. I think it's fun.
Because remember, these people love money and they love the pyramid of money. And I hope it's really clear like why we make these videos and why I share this with you, because, they knowingly put garbage on you guys. Take a look at this.
To all investors out there, I want to first shout out FTX US for sponsoring today's video. As always, FTX US, if you haven't downloaded it yet, do so with the pinned comment down there and use referral code.
And before we move on, a quick message from FTX US who sponsored this video. As always, if you want to sign up for FTX US and trade stocks and crypto with the best fees in the business on the US regulated crypto exchange, which literally is the best in the business.
And then, I go to log on to FTX, and I'm still greeted with this thing, earn up to 8% on your funds, and I'm just like, I just don't trust it, man. Like, come on, like, with everything that's going on, I'm just like, seriously, like, this whole earn 8% on your money and 6% and all.
Regarding the YouTubers, they get paid a lot of money. If you watched my video last time, Tom Nash revealed that he got 50 grand a month to pump up FTX. Who knows what the bigger ones like Meet Kevin, if he's getting like 100K a month, who knows? I mean, it's that kind of money that we're talking about here. So, everyone has to make choices in their life. I say no to this stuff because I know it's dirty money, but I get it. Some people, they're all about money. But the problem is, at the end of the day, is you have to ask yourself this fundamental question. Are you okay promoting something to where someone put money into it and their money could go to zero? Are you okay taking that money? And that's what we're talking about here. Came up when I was noticing, I just skim his channel every now and then. It's the Meet Kevin guy. If you know, he was convicted of a DUI, or not convicted, I'll just say he was arrested for a DUI. I don't know if he's convicted or not. And then actually the arrest footage was on the internet, which is kind of interesting. And it doesn't paint a good light of him. I saw the police footage actually myself. And it's interesting when you always see YouTubers make these kind of videos. I'm taking a break. I'm coming back. I'm taking a break. And they're basically facing mental breakdowns all the time. And so it's called Crazy Agency. These are all the, it's just, you can look it for yourself. I'm not making just random stuff up. It's creatorsagency.co. Graham Stephan's there. Erica Coolbert. I don't know who that is, to be honest. I don't know who she is. Andre Geek, Meet Kevin. They're all the same agency, right? Ryan Seehert, Nate O'Brien, which I don't like. I know who this guy is. I don't like him. Minority Mindset, I used to like him, but he did the whole FTX thing because he signed with the same agency. And what's interesting too, which I wouldn't have guessed, but Ricky Gutierrez, one of the, he's totally a scammer. He also works with that agency. So does Brian Jung, who's also a scammer. Full disclosure, Asian people can be scammers too. Jake Tron, I don't know who that is, but Asian people can scam people the same as white people. Some people like to say I only pick on black people. That's just untrue. Brian Jung is Asian, and he's a scammer, okay? There you go. Jake Tron, I don't know who he is. I don't know if he's a scammer or not, but he worked with that agency. And the funny thing about this is when you look at here is they put, some people and they don't put others. So I don't know why Tom Nash or the Jeremy Financial isn't necessarily on this list. But this is the agency where they all essentially are represented by, so they essentially get all of the deals for them for sponsored videos and stuff like that. And if you saw my video regarding FTX, you'll know that there is a agency out there that is certainly
organizing many creators on YouTube, especially all the ones in the finance space, all the big ones.
I'll explain in just a moment, right after I mention that if you want to take advantage of buying the crypto dip, check out our sponsor today, FTX.
Times of uncertainty, if you're looking to buy, sell, track, or trade a multitude of cryptocurrencies and NFTs all in one place with fees that are up to 85% lower than the top competitors, then our sponsor, FTX US, is here.
As it turns out, FTX is under scrutiny from the government. Essentially, the government is telling them to lay off social media because of misleading claims and sort of misleading confidence in investors, that sort of leading investors to believe that crypto and NFTs and these kind of things are FDIC approved or insured. That's a better way to put it. But basically, it sort of fits into the FTX strategy of using these sort of established social media people to sort of give confidence in people. And that's why I call it all a scam. So
Retail investors / consumers have lost about $1 billion on crypto frauds. And the idea is that from a retail investor's perspective, they hop and say like a FTX, like a Coinbase, and they say, oh, you know, I can buy NFTs, I can buy crypto. They're traded on these major platforms, therefore they must be safe.
To a changing environment, including our sponsor, FTX US, who sees this current bear market as an opportunity to continue expanding. For those unaware, they're one of the largest US regulated cryptocurrency exchanges in the world in terms of daily users and trading volume, with millions of users who buy, sell, track, and trade both crypto and NFTs all in one place.
You know, people are sort of under this illusion that if they're traded on these big name platforms, or if a big name celebrity or big name YouTuber like a Graham Stephan or stuff like that have been sponsoring and in fact endorsing these kind of exchanges. Graham Stephan works with FTX basically every single day saying, hey everyone, you should buy crypto and NFTs. This is the great place to do it. These kind of things, basically people are selling their credibility to get people to buy these risky, worthless assets. It could create a lot of problems down the road, and that's why Congress is investigating, like, are you misleading customers in terms of their risk? And so in fact, if things get really, really ugly, for example, I could see class action lawsuits against big YouTubers or these companies, because the idea is that, you know, people are essentially sort of painting the picture that these things are safe and that these things are real assets.
Then our sponsor, FTX US, is here to help. They're one of the largest US regulated cryptocurrency exchanges in the world, with millions of users, founded by Sam Bankman-Fried, one of the wealthiest people in the world.
United States District Court, Southern District of Florida, Miami Division, class action complaint, jury trial demanded. Edward Garrison, on behalf of themselves and others similarly situated plaintiffs, versus Kevin Pathrath, Graham Stephan, Andre Geek, Jaspreet Singh, Brian Jung, Jeremy LaFauve, Tom Nash, Ben Armstrong, Erica Kohlberg, Creators Agency, defendants. And guys, this is really happening. All those scammer YouTubers, all those FTX pumper YouTubers, scams, I really don't like these people. I can go on and on about how much I don't like them, but they're getting sued. It's a class action. I want to read through it with you guys, and it's really happening. So